And welcome. So, just been trying to relax, just enjoy these online communities. But there's been a menace among us, maybe even more than one, running smear campaigns, buying bans, banning me and my associates everywhere. So unfortunately, we are going to be addressing the young bull. But first, I would just like to set the tone. And nothing gone for you and me. I am Miami in everywhere. Planet outside, planet outside. I don't want to take no walk with the upper line. So it's been like that. I'm on the mistake. Oh, take this with a chunky heart. This chunky heart's about to explode. I thought taking this. My eyes start to flicker. My mouth starts to drip. Now I really understand. Now I really understand how one gets to be such a desolate shell. But we're not gonna crack like the rest of the china in this shop, are we, chat? No! Enough! We're not gonna play like that. That was not worth having the hood up for the... I was trying to nap. Periodically, I've been checking in on the Frozen Simp sagas. Frozen Simp who I offered to pay for a hotel for him when the love of his life was letting him freeze to death in the driveway. The Frozen Simp who I was like the only one who donated to yesterday cucks in a heartbeat to the young bull. No wonder Foreman's so racist. No wonder he's so racist. He sees a threat. He's scared because he's a worm. He's a worm. You're all worms. Also, that was not meaning to sound racist. I meant to imply that, I think Foreman has weird racial issues. If you're someone who watches him, you know what I'm talking about. So there's a lot of niche references that can be taken out of context. Speaking of taken out of context, so for those of you chat rats who aren't banned for not constantly affirming Jeremy's delusion of the moment, what is he going to be, an astronaut today? Oh, he's going to take a few days off with family, rest, rejuvenate, block Ruby. What was he trying to say? Is he that afraid of the pussy that he thinks just being in proximity to it is going to cast another igloo spell on him where he gets trapped in a car dying? And do you know why he's scared of the blacks? Because they outperform him in every way. You relied on the kindness of Jacinda. And you still have this weird shit to say. So I'm all over the place today, people. I hope we're following, because I'm tired. I was not actually planning on going live right now. But I go in and check in Jeremy's chat, and he's like, oh, everyone, so everyone's unbanned. And I saw that Armani paid to ban me again. And he's been doing this everywhere. He pays to ban me, takes screenshots out of context, lies about me constantly, plays the victim after telling Gamer to kill himself and jump off a cliff and telling him to go spend his disabilities. I just am so over it, dude. He's actually going above and beyond to fuck with another woman's head against me already. Like, all of a sudden, I heard, oh, there's someone who I have mutual chatters with named Jinx. So I was, like, excited for that. And I was like, it was on my radar, like, all right, like, next time I'm at a laptop stream, I'm going to definitely get logged into her Discord and, like, do, you know, reach out and see what she's about, check out her channel. Already, I'm getting screenshots from her Discord server of Armani doing a full-blown smear campaign saying that I'm sus and trouble. And, I mean, those are fair points. Those are fair points. I'm trying to clean it up around here. But, like, Armani is a liar. That's the issue. Warn people about me. She's erratic. She's had these, you know, chaotic relationships. That's real. That's all real. It's just the lying. And then also people trying to tell Jinx that I'm out to get her or sending people to her. I have not sent one singular person. And that's why I said in Jeremy's Discord, I said, oh, this is like Dalish coded. It was like Dalish all over again, where I'm being smeared by plate of fucking shit. I'm not over it yet, bud. Plate of fucking shit. Who is the one who scrambled Armani into the mess we know him to be today. So, whew. Getting red in the face like a Red Bull. Oh, lighting on matters. I'm without a good foundation match right now, people. I apologize. The last one I got was too peachy, so just bear with me. This is my just woke up from the nap visual. I took a little nap situation after my anger management. And I need it. I need it. Because at the end of the day, these are like, the thing, it's like, whatever. Armani, we can ignore each other. He just goes above and beyond to lie about me and like fuck with people's heads. And then other chatters egg it on and it becomes a whole thing that it never even was. Like, I've had only peaceful things to say towards Dalish. And I even said in that same text thread, and thank God someone who had seen it was there to correct the whole screenshot. Because I was saying the Jinx situation is Dalish coded. And that, like, oh, here's someone who I have, you know, like, want to, like, collaborate with. And all of these scorned simps are going and just lying, stirring the pot, taking things out of context, straight up fabricating, to the point where she goes and repeats the fabrications, which incites a real battle back and forth. And then D-Dog is, you know, also throwing gasoline at the flames by probably lying and exaggerating her being creepy to him. Like, I'm just so sick of all these idiot fucking simps fucking with my bitches, okay? And yeah, Armani, I might just steal your bitch, but not by lying about you, not by trying to take things out of context. I don't do that shit. That takes way too much time and effort. I don't know how there's only one of you. All right, hold on. I'm just putting on a hat because the hair is just too crazy for me to look at right now. And I'm just gonna keep fucking with it. Plus, I want it to look like cool and like a little more intimidating. Like, hey, Double Bubble. Hey, Double Bubble, I'll give you a ride. Classic smear campaign. And it's just annoying because I do feel I'm not great at first impressions. I do fuck up genuinely. I do lash out. I am reactive. That's all real enough on its own. And then you have these fucking bored loser, dead inside, sadistic, fucking retard, control freak, covert, narcissistic, attention-seeking, suicide-baiting dipshits like Armani and Plate of Wings. All right, I'm sorry. That was reactive. I'm sorry, that was reactive. Plate of Wings at least has made a more effort. Plate of Wings, I'm sorry. Plate of Wings has made an effort to be peaceful, but Armani has quadrupled down on the hostility. So I do want to be fair to that. Whew. Parasocial relationships, killing moons left and right. Like Armani. Everyone's seeing it. And like this has been going on unnoticed for a while. You know, and I've just accepted like this is part of being a content creator is like people will lie about you people will believe lies, you know, and there's nothing you can do about that really, except try to live your life. And the only way to really see someone's character is by observing and interacting with them over time, you know? So if your whole opinion of someone is riding on what Armani says, that's a rough spot anyway. But it's just annoying because I have nothing but like not one bad feeling towards either of these girls right now. Dalish, I just wanted that whole thing to just be diffused. Like I do think it was something that much like what they're trying to do with Jinx now was like very much a smear campaign behind the scenes on the Discord. Do you share any of this with your therapist? I do actually. I showed them some clips. I told her like that. I actually did say this in therapy. And what was I saying? Oh, I said like, you know, I actually was very reactive right before I got here because I was like instantly banned for no reason in Jeremy's chat because this guy who hates me is trying to sabotage me, and everyone who has a remotely positive relationship with me is literally paying out of his pocket to like make moves around here. And there's so many desperate fuckers like Jeremy who will literally mace himself for $100. So a wrench for Armani is nothing compared to the humiliation he's used to enduring for his money. And you know what? I gotta stop watching all of these people because I'm picking up racist cadences. I'm saying the F slur. I said it again. Like, I just prayed about it. This isn't, I need to share what I read. All right, let's just switch gears for a second. And I realize I'm obviously a work in progress. I get mad and reactive, and I regret it generally within minutes and try to make the situation resolved or better most of the time if I'm existing by my higher values. Because I don't know, I don't like to stay beefing with people over stupid shit. It's just dumb. It's not productive for anyone. But anyway, so I was getting like way too emotionally invested in this idiot online drama, but it is bothering me because these are people I would like to work with. Ava and Lo haven't been as active online. You know, Lo's been coming back a little more, and Ava's still around, but you know what I mean. So I'm looking for, you know, some new people to collaborate with. And it just sucks that, I don't know, that they're like, oh yeah, she seems sus. I saw an expose on her. First off, the expose by the guy who blackmailed me and doxed me and my mom because I didn't call out the Thorpe soon enough for his liking. Because I genuinely try to give people a chance upon meeting them because of shit like this. Because of shit like this. You never know what's bullshit, you know? But on the flip side of that is getting burned. Oh, there's the young bull. See, you're not banned in my chat because I'm not a pussy. Even though I actually have a pussy between my legs, I do have more nuts than you. And I do get more bitches than you. I can promise you that. I just know that for a fact without even thinking about it. And that's what this is all about. Armani, you recorded a GTA voice clip and said it was your own. If anyone can please send me that clip again, that would be amazing because he was caught red-handed. He just does weird shit like this. And then he was caught like taking things I said completely out of context to make it seem like I was talking shit about Dalish when I was talking shit about people who stir the pot and fuck up relationships I have with people like Dalish. It's happened now multiple times, you know, and I know I'm not perfect. There's reasons. There's plenty of valid shit there, but Armani's been caught so many times lying. Plate of Wings, you've been a total disingenuous prickhead, and you know exactly. You're like in the fucking schoolyard of the rejects who don't happen to be good people, so they all take turns being sadistic to the weakest one. You are that guy. You convinced and warped Armani's head to go point him at the girl you have a crush in to fucking tug her skirt down because you don't have a fucking dick. Hey, Lo. I know, Plate of Wings, I'm sorry, because I do think you're on a different level than Armani, but we've recently turned a corner, but you were a big part of that. You lied to him about the Nazi thing. You totally twisted his mind against me. You lied to Dalish. You've been sending any clip of me you can to any fucking op you can. And do you know why I know that? Because they're sloppy and pull up their fucking messages, and there you are every 2 seconds. Whew, my eyes start to flicker, my eyes start to drip. That was the Distillers. Still, my most viewed video was my Brody Dahl video. It's the lead singer of that band. And I've been wanting to do another, definitely more genre expansion. And because there's a lot of people in my audience who aren't just like drama people, who really appreciate the chiller content. And I don't know. And I spend a lot of time reading, and I feel like I'm kind of ready to, I don't know, just interact with people on a public platform without probably feeling that embarrassed, I guess. I don't know. At least on that topic. But like, I've loved learning about like the different saints throughout time. Can I just read Thomas Merton? Low. I'm obsessed with this man. He was, I'm really into Christian mysticism, which is when it's like very much on your personal relationship with Christ and like your inner heart's chambers. And it's, a lot of it focuses on like redemption and dealing with suffering and like a way that's productive and glorifies God. And I don't do, like, I'm not doing that. I don't want my content to just be interpersonal drama. It's just so hard not to engage sometimes. Read from the cages. All right. I underlined this whole fucking, like, this whole chapter I was going crazy for. Trying to think of what would be a good, like, all right, I'll just read this paragraph here because I could just read the whole book. It's so good. Or wait, actually, I want to go to, oh, because I've been thinking a lot about pride and humility and how, what does it mean when I'm triggered? What is this feeling coming from? Why? And also, I just want to say it. This is all information that I've gotten from books and online. My anger management therapist that I'm seeing for the second time now played a video about fight, flight, freeze. And I'm so sorry if she found this channel because I showed clips. Other than that, you've been great. And I did pretend that it was the first time that I had seen it. I went along with it to her defense because I never want to seem like I'm acting like I know better, because that's the thing too. What the fuck do I know? She's the therapist, but at the same time, I don't know. Christy mystics are sick. Yeah, like I love Saint Teresa of Avila, Saint John of the Cross, Saint Augustine, finally saying his name correctly. I just got into reading Saint Bernard, and a lot of the saints and stuff I find through references, like Thomas Merton references a lot of familiar figures in here. But it says, the gift of prayer is inseparable from another grace, that of humility, which makes us realize that the very depths of our being and life are meaningful and really only insofar as they're oriented towards God as their source and their end. When we seem to possess and use our being and natural faculties in a completely wait, I'm not reading this with the correct, like, vocal inflection. When we seem to possess and use our being and natural faculties in a completely autonomous manner, as if our individual ego were the pure source and end of our own acts, then we are in illusion. And our acts, however spontaneous they may be, lack spiritual meaning and authenticity. And I've been thinking about that a lot because, like, I'm so self-involved and I just have these fantasies of, like, I, like, was reading this, like, profound sacred text, and then I had this fantasy of, like, people thinking I was a good singer. And I was like, and then I noticed myself having that fantasy, and I was like, wow, we need to get right with God. We need to really just humble ourselves. But part of that was just, like, spending time in prayer, in reading, and reflecting, being in a state of contemplative prayer, which is what this whole book is about. It has been really mind-blowing. I love it. Sorry, we're all over the place in the stream. St. Bernard like the dog. Yeah, that's the one that I presume the dog was named after, but I could be wrong. She's doing really documentary and work today. Yeah, I gotta reel it in sometimes. Yeah, and I had to like accept, because I have a lot of judgment. I'm looking at these characters online that I choose to interact with and have continued judgments on. So it's like, if I'm gonna continue interact, I do need to like always stay in the, you know, from the perspective that, you know, we're all children of God. Anyone could have their own redemptive story and process, and we should offer understanding and love one another as ourselves, yada, yada, yada. And instead of focusing so much on others' imperfections or whatever, I need to spend at least as much time thinking about my own too. So I was thinking for some concepts for new shows. And some of the first like topics I had in mind are simp psychology, really unpacking what happened in the Frozen simp sagas. And in not super harsh way, but also realistic way, because sometimes people need that harsh truth too, more than a sweet lie. Title was hella clickbait. Bro, rewind, you absolute worm, and I'm banning you. I hate you. You suck. Go make a weird fucking morph video about me and Grace and D-Dog, okay? From one of your thousands of accounts. Anything else about Jeremy or Armani? Well, what I ultimately want to get to is I do not want to be... I oscillate between being highly judgmental, reactive, and then there's that other element of the fact that we're all streamers, so there is kind of like, if we react to each other, it seems like fair game. But I just want to... Well, first off, I didn't even show the screenshots. So first off, I thought Jeremy and Armani made a good team, very aligned in their priorities. Can you expand on that, Plate of Wings? I'm just curious. You thought so when Armani goes around lying and smearing people and calling me a junkie and a crackhead, even when I've tried to make peace with him and unbanned him, made multiple peace attempts and trying to just get on the same page and debunk the lies that you put in his head. Yes, I'd like to be on better terms and not be super hostile, but like, I'm not, you're probably gonna still lie about not doing that. You're actually like Jeremy that way. You're not burdened by coherence. You're not burdened by continuity. That's, you do you, whatever. So, if you're in Jeremy's Discord, Gamer and Armani have been going back and forth for days. Armani, I have to turn my Discord notifications, phone notifications off, because it's just constantly Armani freaking out, telling someone to kill themselves, cussing them out, calling them a cunt. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Plate of Wings, you are such a fucking bitch about, I'm being cyberbullied. I don't feel safe in your Discord. I don't feel safe in your Discord because Z-Star told me to kill myself, and then you told him to kill himself. Armani does whatever the fuck he wants, and you have nothing to say about it. So that makes sense. You and Jeremy are very similar in that way. He is a chaos agent. And it's just like, this is such a chaotic sector already. And it takes like a stressful toll on my life when I just want to build relationships and move past this absolute insane, like, Thorpe stalking arc that went on for way too long. My Discord is toxic as hell. I mean, I obviously disagree, but I'm not surprised as someone with probably a personality disorder that you're completely immune to any level of insight. So I don't know what to do, bro. But Armani, why did you intentionally go when I'm trying to make peace with Dalish? Why did you intentionally go to her Discord and take something out of context? ZXP, that's retarded. It's not. Me commentating on Jeremy is very different than two psycho people driving to fuck with me and my family in person like 8 separate fucking times. Until the point where I freaked out after saying many times that I was worried something like that would happen, and that was why I wanted them to stay away. And you watch enough to know that. You're just as pussy whipped as Jeremy. You're just freezing in your own kind of car outside, and it's even worse because you are just spiritually desolate and dead. And make another fucking ZXV account. You live for when Gracie, you're just like fucking Lalo, dude. You all have this thing where you think you're not like the other, and it drives me nuts. Like, you all have, and the twerps themselves have noticed this. They see it. You all have your own little flavors of insanity, but there's something that holds them all together. Armani, oh, you're saying I'm the one with that. No, Armani, you took a quote out of context to make it look like I was talking shit about Dalish, who I just am trying to bury the hatchet with, because it was people like you and Play. I'm sorry, but it was heavily you. I was actually mostly led by you, in my opinion. Because when you got banned, you went on this campaign. And the same thing with Armani. It's like this banned, scorned simp syndrome where it's like, I ban you for breaking TOS or harassing people or whatever it is. And then you go around trying to smear me and like ruin me everywhere you go at every chance you can get. Everyone noticed. Dead Man's too cucked to your $2 donos to call it out, but every single one, ooh, what is Ruby gonna blame on me this time? Ruby's talking about me again. You only just stopped doing that. So I'm still gonna commentate on it. ZXV, I've never pulled up on your bitch. And I would love for her to excel and do her own thing. I'm glad that, unlike Jeremy, at least in chat, you seem to push back a little bit about, you know, the situation. That is very obvious before all of our eyes. But I get it. Nothing gets to her heart faster than smearing one of the bitches that she feels she's competing with for whatever reason. Even though I have no desire to do that. I don't want your nasty old man. Okay, that's your flavor, not mine. Anyway. And it's like, dude, you're coming in here and ensuring that they're talked about, and then I take the baby because I can't fucking help it. But yeah, I think there's a big difference between literally harassing and stalking someone in their real life when they're out with their family, at their brother's job, at their own job, at their house, calling places where they're at, encouraging people to call their doctors, so on and so forth for a full year. Then me occasionally clapping back in chat. Not to mention, the only times I've been in chat that they're in is when they're on a fucking panel. Like Jim's the other day. That's why everyone was losing their shit. Like, look who's obsessed now. Huh? I guess the stalking thing is that was all a fucking hoax, I guess. Red Unlimited, I know it's a lot to walk into. It's a lot to understand, and that's why it took me a second when I met the Thorpes to understand that they were bad actors and completely malicious and evil, you know? Because you want to give people that chance, and it's hard to tell when you see a bunch of people yelling at each other. You're like, I don't really know who's the one drawing blood first here, but... Montero, the floors in her apartment look like a Greyhound track. Yeah, I know, I'm messy. That's very keen observation. You have no teeth, by the way. I don't know if anyone has ever told you that or made fun of that, but I'm really glad that this is a place where you feel like you're safe to try out new and like kind of edgy material. So the joke is we're walking in circles. Yeah, welcome to another keen wow observation. He doesn't have 2 teeth, but he's got 2 eyeballs, guys. 2 eyeballs on that one. Yeah, I pace around. These are my pace around phone streams. Oh my God. I can't. Jeremy said Armani went too far. Yet he also said I'm still permanently banned along with a gamer. And it's just like, I mean, whatever. I don't really, after this, I do want to move away from covering him because it is connected to them. And I do want to make that a clean break. It's just hard because we've all become invested in this retarded plot line. But I can't even talk in chat, and then that forces me to, like, you know, pop off on stream. And maybe if he had 2 brain cells, I might think he was doing that on purpose, but he doesn't. But yeah, I'm sure, you know, Armani, he did great work on Bethadone's Discord. I think we all were really pleased with that outcome. It's not like it got deleted or anything. And really happy to see what you do with Jeremy's channel now that he's a solo operation. Oh, let me outplay trying to get out of it. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. We all saw it. We all remember it. You can lie. You can confabulate and say things that you think sound kind of plausible. Therefore, we should believe it. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Like, as if anyone gives a fuck enough to be screenshotting you like that, like 6 months ago before you became like a notorious scorned simp. To the point where you changed your name. Did you kick someone out of your Discord? No, not recently. Unlike Jeremy, I do actually have everyone unbanned except ZXV alts. The ZXV alts are more banned than the Thorpe alts right now, probably. Confabulate, that's a good word. Well, yeah, because it applies to how people who, what I believe are like a covert narcissist who feeds off of sympathy from e-girls. And there's a lot of very empathetic e-girls. So when, and they're used to being treated like shit by guys online. So then you have someone who lays down really thick, being really sweet, offers to help. That's how Armani is at first. And that's how he was to me. I defended him for a long time. That's how he was to Ava. He goes from girl to girl and does this until he inevitably freaks out, calls them a cunt and a stupid bitch and a motherfucker, emails them paragraphs. But then I'm the villain when I, like, remove them for their own well-being at that point, because they were just, like, look at Jeremy's Discord. It's non-fucking stop. And, yeah, let me just pull that up so people can see what I'm talking about. Ruby, I have every right to bully you since you bullied me and lied about me. Can you please tell me, chat, just so we all know, Armani's thing that he's saying I'm lying about is that I had a genuine belief that I put out there that he was a neo-Nazi and a white supremacist, because I made a joke about him being kind of like a Nazi with moderation, as we've all seen. That doesn't mean Nazi is how they're using it. And then also I read an obviously ultra ironic comment that was written by Quadratic Residue. It's all been debunked and he just loops on it, so I don't know what to do. Oh yeah, let me just pull up Discord. I need to turn off notifications for Jeremy's thing because it's just nonstop fighting with Armani. I'll show you guys. Let's see how Armani acts on Discord versus mine, and we'll see who's toxic. I'm in too many fucking Discords. What the fuck? I don't see it. Oh, yeah. Dude, oh my god, This is so fucking annoying. I hate this laptop more than anything in the world. Can't scroll anything. It just does not scroll like normal. It takes so long. There we go. Anything in the middle I can't fucking access. It drives me insane. All right, I just want to make sure we're in the public part. All right, let's see how Armani's been acting in here. Sick freak, you're such a loser. Even though Armani's the one who's been coming at Tootsie Roll like nonstop, keep being obsessed, cunt, like you always do, posting fake screenshots. The thing is, that's what Armani, when he gets caught and there's receipts, he says it's fake screenshots, which is funny because he took, wait, I think I have the screenshot loaded here. First off, this is him and Gamer just like this guy. It's just really funny that Plate of Wings has a lot of feelings about cyberbullying when it's me questioning some of his weird behavior. But when Armani is like popping off being totally batshit, that's a-okay. Shut up, dumb cunt. No, that's you, bitch. It's just oh, just, so there's that. And then let me show the one that he took completely out of context. Oh, and then also proof that he is the one who banned me. Also, bro, look at... Get out my comments, boy. All right, go connect with your parents. You're lost. You need sunlight. You can't see it from this angle. Oh, maybe I don't have the screenshot here. I take a ton of screenshots. So this. Going to tell Dalish and all you motherfuckers, telling her what you said about her. Oh, and that's when... Here, let me see if I can find that. Because he took something completely out of context. If someone has the screenshot, if they can post it again, because it might take me a second to find it. But I do appreciate that Tootsie did correct the record on that lie. So he's just, it's nonstop, like literally nonstop fighting in every fucking Discord. And that's why he gets this reputation. But the thing that bothers me is when he takes things out of context, goes above and beyond, and will say, he'll take something like if I write a comment that's like replying to Jeremy saying like, you're a bitch, or like, that person sucks, he'll take that and be like, oh, look what Ruby just said about you, Dalish. And guess what? She also was watching your porn with D-Dog, and they live streamed it even though no one saw it. And she also tried to kill a man but has no criminal record. Come on, man. But what really sucks is that moments like those, it's an opportunity to take the high road. And I didn't, and I responded like by just being pissed and firing shots back. And it was just all so unnecessary, and it's over fucking nothing, and it's just annoying. But I am glad that she accepted my apology, and to what extent she knows how things went down. I've seen Dead Man cover how, I guess, Dalish sent him our DMs, which is great, because that shows how when I was concerned what she thought about me, I reached out to her privately. And then when she was saying stuff publicly, I didn't really understand. But there was that instance when she went on, and she was being somewhat flirty with D-Dog, but it wasn't that bad. And people were trying to freak out about it, so we talked about it. And then after that message interaction, D-Dog told me that she was really creepy backstage, which is not something I would have seen immediately. So I just wanted to correct that. It's just, I don't know. But I will say, I even gave a little don't know shout out to Deadman yesterday, because the content was just that good. It was. And he does do a good job, aside from being like either willfully ignorant or stupid in all things that concern women. But like, oh, and people were like criticizing him for being fired up about Jeremy. I get it, because Jeremy has just lied to everyone's face over and over and over. And when you lie to someone's face like that over and over, it's like an insult to that person. What you're saying is, I think you're dumb enough that I can tell you some false info to manipulate you, and you're going to believe it, right? She can't have the cult know that plate. It destroys the narrative. I don't want to be dragged into this. Dalish literally said it wasn't my fault. Oh, okay, I fully disagree with her on that, yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe she just randomly hated me. Like I said, I had reached out, and that's totally fine. Like I said, this is another thing I'm trying to accept without being like overly defensive, is it's like, if people meet me, don't really know me that well, I make a terrible impression and like continue to make bad impressions, you know, I may be frustrated and feel like they're not seeing the full picture, but nobody needs to see the full picture. There's no gun at anyone's head that says, you need to see the full picture of my life before you comment on my life. Because that's just not how it goes when you put yourself out online. So, I don't know. These are the things I've been contemplating. Yeah, you don't want to see my comments, huh? You're scared. Well, sometimes I'm like looking up as I'm like thinking of things. It's something people do when they're telling the truth because it's almost like they're searching their mind. I don't know that you'd be familiar with that. But Armani, all that being said, I would be open to like clearing everything and getting a fresh slate if you could just like really stop doing that. Like let these women make their own judgments on me without you taking things out of context. Everyone knew I wasn't talking about Dalish poorly in that context. I was talking about the simps that go above and beyond to fuck with us. Yeah, she was totally happy about, you know, and that's why. And then Armani posted those things, and then Dalish made a post that was like, oh, guess the hatchet isn't dropped after all, like implying that I've been talking shit about her again. And it's like, there you go. Oh, now we have a whole new thing. But like, thankfully, I know where that came from, and someone debunked it. And Dalish herself was like, oh, I feel misled. Maybe in a way that's good that she can actually see it in real time, you know? So, oh, but whatever. I'm not even like, you know, gunning to like collaborate or do anything with her. I just would rather have peacefulness, and be on good terms, and yeah, have it at minimum, just not be like some weird thing, you know? But I've never sent anyone to a Discord ever. Never to Dalish's Discord, never to Jinx's Discord. When I did mention Jinx at a stream, and I was like, oh, she seems really cool, and I would like to collaborate with her. But I don't think that's sending someone. I mean, I guess in a broad sense, maybe they became aware of that person because I said them. But I don't know. I feel like people are stirring the pot. So there's like this implication that I'm running these like covert operations where I'm like sending people to do things. Armani, instead of just repeating you're lying, take off the GTA voice for a second. Let's be real. Be more specific, please. So I'm just getting really frustrated. I can't respond to anything. I just told you my perspective. You know, you've been calling me a junkie cunt, you know, telling anyone who I'm friends with to go jump off a bridge, you know, and to like burn their disability checks and like all this really out of pocket shit. You send your toxic ass supporters to mess with me and other people. I've never done that. No. Unless by send, you mean talk about on stream, that I've done. But I've never at any point in my life ever told any group of people to go into a Discord together to like fuck with someone. Or even just for any reason. But whatever. These are... Dalish surely knows that it was all bullshit at this point. Well, she fell for the fake screenshot. I don't know if you saw the Tootsie Roll posted it. Sure, Armani. I mean, it's whatever. I just really would appreciate if you stop doing this. Oh, let me join. I didn't even get to join her Discord yet because... Y'all know, I don't really like my fucking laptop unless I'm using it to do like a real stream from, which I still might do in a little bit. I just got totally sidetracked by this. But, I've been working on some things I want to stream about. All right. I asked for an invite to her Discord and my Discord. Hopefully it's still here. Oh, wait, I think her thing is shut down because she was lied to and told that I was sending people there to mess with her. Which is also bizarre because this is all just so weird. I don't know anything about her except that she seemed cool and I wanted to collab. It's really that simple. And Armani went totally apeshit. And then you have idiot trolls, I'm sure, who were like, just wanted to, you know, stir the pot. I don't know. I'm not in those Discords, so I can't say. Yeah, these people have been met. She's come up before. I knew people there was like a new streamer that a lot of my chatters knew. That was way before I found out that you had been posting in her server saying that we were trying to mess with her. Whatever you think about me, like, reacting to you, whatever, what would my motivation be to mess with her ever when I want to collaborate with her? Like, I can't take it. Now I can't even join the Discord to, like, explain what's happening. And then it's already, you know, there's already been a narrative spun, you know? And then if people want to think I'm sus, they could just be like, ooh, she was friends with Grace. Ooh. God damn it. It truly is the gift that keeps on giving. It's like anti-clout. Jeremy, no talking. She's talking about me again. Oh, I'm sorry. I did just get a donation to ban Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy, I already you can rewind. I don't care anymore. And it's things I would have said in chat, but I don't know if you like, I don't know. I guess it gives me some people like drama content, and it comes very naturally to me when I'm naturally feeling a little frustrated and, you know, with a dash of silly. Check DM. It's just annoying. I felt like people were chilling out with the Ruby bashing post D-Dog and the Ruby lying, but I guess they just moved on to new material. But at the same time, the fact that I'm this invested, it was at that point I was like, you know, I need to like unplug and read Thomas Merton for like a while, because this is brain rotting. Wow. All right, Armani, was this the voice or was this not the voice?
Okay, little girl, we can get something to eat. Okay, but don't be tiring me out. Okay, no problem. Okay, but we ain't walking too far. All right, little girl, let's go. Okay, but you're gonna have to do all the work. Cool, but don't expect me to do too much. Yeah, but I hope I don't crush you. Little girl, I told you we can get something to eat. Okay, big man, but don't be tiring me out. Okay,
Sorry,
no problem. Okay, but we ain't walking too far. All right, little girl, let's go. Okay, but you're gonna have to do all the work. Cool, but don't expect me to do too much. Yeah. But I hope I don't crush you. I told you I was something else. The big man always comes first. I'm fat, but I ain't out of shape. Sorry about all the sweat.
So you still want to deny?
I gotta take it easy. Shoot shit up? Okay, if you want. I'd rather do a drive-through than a drive-by. Yeah, driving make me sweat. Sure, I need to relax anyhow. Yeah, I like a lady to take control. Don't hate the fat man. So give me something to eat. I can't run no more, Popo. I'm tired of running, and I'm tired of your shit. I don't give a shit. Yeah, give me a card. Hit me, and get the waitress over here. Give me a call. Okay, split them. All right, I'ma split. My waffle money. Oh, shit, my breakfast money. I can't believe that. I'ma have to eat to commiserate. And Big Daddy, you see me? I'ma lose my cool. Stop sweating me.
Are you gonna...
miss me?
All right, so... All right, I guess... Oh, my God. If someone can find and, like, screen grab... Because we're going back... Armani's typed like 8,000 novels on Jeremy's Discord by now that have nothing to do with Jeremy and just him fighting with random people. It's like 12 more minutes. Let's hear it. Well, what I want now, because he's still lying, so we have to really just... The people who did hear him do a bunch of recordings, that was the voice. And he didn't even like type in his own words. It's word for word, that voice. So, oh my God. I don't remember if I screen recorded him using that voice. No, Armani. One's in the chat if you know what the fuck I'm talking about, and he did use that voice. And Armani, like I said, I was trying to do peaceful. I unbanned you. I even was trying to be peaceful with Plate of Wings, and we've made a little more progress, me and you, but... I know, Samu's a troll, but whatever. We'll let them do their thing. Because anyone who's in Jeremy's Discord was there. Not just it sounded similar. All right, I'll find the exact thing he said, and maybe it'll really ring a bell. Because I remember... Oh, man.
Couldn't believe you couldn't see me. God, damn. Now I'm stuck to padding right now. Go pick on somebody your own side. You moron, you hit me. Don't make me, but I better eat. Nah, my sex drive went when I got this big. Get your little ass out of here, Pee-wee. Don't make me lose my cool, pusher man. Move along. Come on, player, move along before we fall out. Don't make me huh? You got... But you dumb. Me being... Can't call Jack the fat. You want to get flattened? I know this don't hit... Nah, no, I'm hot shit. Hey, lady, give it a rest. Hey, lady, that's great. Believe me alone.
It's a 15-minute video, people.
I got other things to do. Please, not now. You really won't.
Look at my comment. You're scared you're the... Dude, I'm multitasking. That's not fear. That's just a limited amount of, like, RAM. Okay? We're low RAM. Okay? Bah, RAM you, bitch. The young bull going down. My miss Jung Skinny Rich. You don't have to go down. Jesus Christ, I'm such a split personality, but you really don't. We can work out an arrangement that works out for everyone, okay? I would appreciate, well, first off, someone who's dumb enough to sell bands anyway, I need to find somewhere else. I'm sorry, we are finding better people. So we just really need to lock in on that, people. We need to lock in on the better people. Oh, yeah. Hey, Ruby, do you remember when you said that I ran down someone's Discord server? Yes, Beth that owns Discord, yes. Because you were also banning everyone, just like how you ran down Jeremy's chat to the point where he looked botted because his chat wasn't moving. And there was 100 people in there and 2 chatters, because that's like you and Jeremy's safe space right now. The bridge is burned. That's fine, but can we let it be burnt and just walk away from the scene of where the bridge burns and not like take photos of a different bridge that burned and then misrepresent the situation and say that I am an arsonist who started the fire and then tried to kill 8 people and babies and puppies on the way, so on and so forth. Do you catch my drift? I have an anger issue. I'm working on it. But I don't have this smear issue. Do you know what I never, ever, ever, ever do? If I'm in a new Discord, I'm not in there with the Armani screenshots lying about him. People ask, I'll say, like, he can be really sweet, but he's, like, way overzealous. But I do think that he was warped by Plate of Wings, so... I don't know. Maybe I'm giving Plate of Wings too much credit and like warping him. But Armani, I know that you could be a sweet kid. When you first came around, you were really nice to me, really nice to Ava, you were really nice to Lo. Now you call us all crackhead bitches and then reach out to anyone within a 1-mile radius of us and tell them not to collaborate with us because we're evil liars or something. Check TM again. Did you find the...
Get going. I'm home. Come on, girl. Let's do this. Okay, I'm down. You want some of Big Daddy's...
What we can find the exact quote. Yeah, I don't use this laptop. I hate it. I should probably just sell it and get a different laptop because I just... I don't know. I hate it.
Hey, it's muscle under this fat pump. Hey, it's muscle under this fat pump.
Does that sound familiar, Armani? This is your last chance to come clean.
Hey, it's muscle under this fat pump.
Do something. Is this what it is? No, not that. What? Where? I wanted to do a video effect. Where's like the cool video effect button? Oh well, whatever. That's totally. I'm getting sidetracked from the conch. I wanted to do like a visual effect where I'm like in a pool, you know, or like it's like I'm above a puddle of water.
Hey, it's muscle under this fat punk.
If anyone can, like, at the quote where Armani did use that voice in chat rats, if anyone just happens to know where. Sorry, you guys know I take a minute to find the stupid Discord because it's hard to scroll for some reason. Here we go. Oh my fucking god. All right. Let Jinx know ahead of time. I can't get in her Discord now because it's messed up. Also, I love this idea of all the equals fight. It's really funny because at the common denominator of any fight I've had with an e-girl online is some bitch ass male who went above and beyond to fuck with us. And then usually we're able to overcome it and become good friends, like with me and Ava. When we first met, it was when I was collaborating with the Thorpes, and they obviously were like spinning my head against her and saying a bunch of crazy shit. But as I got to know everyone, you know, I gradually became Team Ava, and we worked it out and have been friends and collaborators since then. Me and Lo have never had an issue ever. She's an absolute sweetheart. There's no one, the only other equal I've beefed with is really like Grace, and even that is the common denominator in my opinion would be Ben. She went from telling me I'm the nicest person, the most honest, best person that she's ever met, and she loves me so much, tears streaming down her face, to, yeah, I was pretending to like her, that was my fake personality. Like, it's a flex, you're too afraid to actually have a personality and stick with it. Sure. So many apps. I know, I only use like 2 of them. I don't know. I just need a different laptop. I don't like it. It's just everything's constantly sticking and I can't find the scroll. Like, it's just too hard to do the scroll bar. I don't know if I'm just retarded and don't have proper like motor skills, but Ruby, you forgot another lie. You called me autistic a bunch of times. You lied about that also. Well, that's what I told people, that to try to help them understand why you were acting so badly, you know, like why you were having these huge disproportionate reactions. I was trying to sweep for you and explain that, like, I think you're a little autistic. People should go easy on you and please stop messing with you. Ask Z-Star how many times I fucking messaged them trying to get them off your case. And like, that's the only person who's ever been in my Discord who would do, who would call him a simp and then he would lose his mind. And if you can't handle being called a simp on Discord, then I don't think you're mature enough to be in my Discord, because